Wouldn't you like to build a real estate business that makes you $300,000 to $400,000 per year with zero upfront capital or ad spend needed to do so? One of the biggest issues that new agents struggle with is getting leads that don't cost them thousands of dollars per month. And even when they do get leads that cost them thousands of dollars per month, they don't know how to close those leads. And that's typically what happens, right? Agents get into the business, they spend, $1,000 per month on a CRM and leads, and then there's brokerage fees and gas and the 1,000 other paper cuts that come with being a realtor. And then they can't even close any of the leads that they're paying for, so they run out of money and then they end up going back to whatever job it was that they were doing before. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how literally any agent can make multi-six figures with $0 coming out of pocket every single month. I'm that agent Kelly. I closed 57 deals my first year in the real estate industry, leveraging what I'm about to show you in this video. And if you're into that, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and you can check out the Viral Agent course using the link below where I teach these things more in depth in a one-on-one type of setting. Most agents don't have a lead problem. Leads are everywhere. Every house on your block is a lead. Everybody you know is a lead. The issue is closing leads. And new agents are gonna struggle massively with closing leads. They don't have the sales experience. They haven't even gone through the process of buying or selling a home. Therefore, they're unconfident when they talk to these leads about buying or selling a home. And I had the exact same problem. Coming from a plumbing background, I had pretty much zero sales experience. I could not call somebody on the phone, convince them to spend $1 million with me. I couldn't knock on somebody's door, convince them to sell their $1 million home with me. And I think I made like 4,000 phone calls before I ever even booked an appointment off of the phone. Thankfully, my team leader paid for all of those leads, because if I had to pay for them at the industry average of $6 per lead, I would not even be in real estate anymore. So all this being said, I got sick of cold leads, cold calling, door knocking, all the conventional ways of prospecting. I hated it. It didn't suit me. It did not suit who I was as a person. So I shifted into a different method of lead generation, which was social media. You shoot videos, people watch them, and then eventually they trust you, and then they want to buy real estate with you. And eventually they're going to call you if they watch enough of your videos, right? And the whole dynamic changes when they're calling you instead of you calling them. They're not super guarded. You don't have to think about rushing through your script. You're not thinking about the right things to say. You're literally just talking to them. And most of the time with social media, people don't even call you unless they are close to the bottom of the sales funnel or at the bottom of the sales funnel. And what do I mean by that is they're ready to buy a home, or they're very close to being ready to buy a home. You don't need to spend months and months and months and following up with them 57 times to actually push them down that funnel. They're already at the bottom of the funnel. The videos have already done the work of pushing them down that funnel for you. So if I'm going to post on social media, what equipment do I need? Well, it's friggin' hot in here. So the first equipment, you don't need any equipment. That's the first equipment. My first 2 years, I literally just used my phone, literally no editing. That was it. So that solves that issue. Secondly, I think you should be posting video when it comes to social media. Video builds brand, video builds trust. Video makes people feel something, and people don't remember what you said or what you did. They remember the way that you made them feel. It's very hard to make people feel, emotions without there actually being a video involved. So what videos do you shoot? Well, I'm gonna give you a list of videos right here so that you can shoot these and get leads completely for free and also build a brand that people trust. Number one, we have the green screen video. So I've probably closed more deals with this video than any other style of video. And basically you just take a screenshot of a picture, whether it's anything, a rendering of a presale, a park, a news article, doesn't matter what it is. The screenshot is behind you on the screen and you're gonna talk about that picture. And you can green screen things like, a chart with some data on it, someone else's Twitter or Instagram post, and then just give your opinion on their opinion or elaborate on somebody else's opinion. Those seem to be super controversial and do really, 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 really well. And any time you are making a post that's informational / educational, always give your opinion. Don't ever give anybody a piece of information that doesn't have your opinion tied on to the end of it because people do not follow you for information. Information's everywhere. It's completely useless. It doesn't have any value these days because there's so much of it. Implementation of information and nuance to information and perspective on information is what's valuable and what's important. So just giving people information is completely useless unless you're going to follow it up with your opinion and your perspective on that information to maybe change somebody else's perspective on that information. And again, if you're building a brand, well, your brand is pretty much made up of things that you like to talk about, and the way that you see the world is your personal brand. So without sharing your opinions, you do not have a brand. And without having a brand, it's very difficult to build trust. Second, property tour videos. Find a property, shoot a video, edit it, and post it. I have a free ebook that you can click on the link down in the description to see exactly how to do this. Or you can just buy my course to get the in-depth version of how exactly you shoot these videos. Third type of video, pros and cons. You can pros and cons any topic, right? Pros and cons of buying new construction, pros and cons of buying an older condo, pros and cons of literally anything. I think that one is super easy. 4, listicle videos, which would be, a list of reasons for the most part. Top 3 reasons to X, top 5 places to live in X, top 3 neighborhoods in X. And number 5, we have neighborhood/city videos, right? So talk about anything related to where you live. Top 3 restaurants, top 3 parks, living in blank city versus living in this city, things you wish you knew before moving to blank city, pros and cons of living in blank city, top 5 things I wish I knew before living in this city. And pretty much all of these types of videos can be intermingled. You can do a listicle video and a pros and cons video. Top 3 pros and cons. Then you can do a listicle, a pros and cons, and a neighborhood. Top 3 pros and cons of X neighborhood. And the reason why I love these videos specifically is most people don't understand the macroeconomic environment of Canadian real estate or of US real estate. And that being the case, I have the belief that you should never talk about something unless you know more than 90% of people on, maybe even 99% of people on whatever that topic is. That way, when you talk on it, you are an authoritative figure in that space. When you talk about neighborhoods, if you grew up and lived in that neighborhood, you are automatically an authoritative figure. Across the entire world, there aren't going to be very many people who know more about your neighborhood because you actually live there. You have the authority to talk on the pros and cons of your neighborhood, whereas somebody 3 cities over wouldn't. Therefore, they have to take your word for it or listen to what you're saying about that city. So if you don't have investing knowledge or you're not an economist or any of these things, just freaking talk about your neighborhood, man.
Ryan, what's it look like out there?
Yeah, it looks like snow. Why do I have to be here to describe snowfall? It's pretty self-explanatory.
Number 6, tell a story. My most viral videos are storytelling videos. But again, don't just tell a story. You're gonna structure it like this. It's gonna be problem encountered during story, solution that you found, right? So it's not just self-serving. It's not just, hey, listen to me, this would happen to me, me. It's, this is a problem that I had in my life and this is how I overcame it, and here's the solution. All wrapped in to a story. Now, if you do at least one of these videos a day, or a mix of one of these videos every single day, and you never miss, and you're consistent, in 90 days, your business will be completely different than what it is today. And I know this because I've taught this to many agents like Gurveer Singh, Bilal Salim, Daniel Santos, Sammy Gurman, many more that have seen plenty of success just shooting one video a day and never missing on that video. And these are the exact videos that I've shot to make pretty much $1 million, I believe at this point, if not very close to it or even slightly over it in the last 3 years as a realtor. And if you want to see exactly how that entire process went for me, by the way, I got a video right here that you can watch. Otherwise, you can check out my course down below for more information. Subscribe to the channel, like this video. I'm that Agent Kelly. I'm making moves to move you. Peace.